A new trend on TikTok has people quickly yanking their hair right off their scalp until it makes a popping sound. Videos show friends doing it to each other, people doing it to themselves, and even barbers performing it on their clients. Some people are even groaning in pain after their skin snaps back into place. But is this a harmless trick like cracking your knuckles, or a dangerous fad that's a serious accident waiting to happen? And joining us now via Zoom to shed more light on this is my good friend, board-certified dermatologist, Dr. Sonia Batra. Welcome, Doc.
Thank you so much for having me. Great to see you, Drew.
Great to see you. You look as lovely as ever.
Thank you. You look dashing as ever.
So what do you have trending on TikTok at the moment?
Well, so this idea of scalp popping is actually separating layers of your skin and pulling that layer off the galea. That's actually a kind of tough connective tissue sheath that sits right on top of your skull. So interestingly, while this has been trending recently on social media, this is an ancient alternative technique. It actually originated in Peru. It's called shukake, and it's purportedly used to help headaches.
Well, it sounds like you're not too big a fan, but getting back to galea, as you said, that galea, it's sort of stuck down on your bone, on your skull, and when you quickly pull it up, it's sort of like removing Scotch tape or pulling up Scotch tape, and you will hear it. But it's definitely not going to have headaches, and I have serious concerns with potential harm that it could be doing. Would you agree?
I couldn't agree with you more. Unfortunately, as you mentioned, because the galea usually sits right on top of the skull, there are blood vessels right there. And when you pull them pretty hard, you can actually shear those vessels and create a severed little vessel that bleeds under the surface of your skin. And that's called a hematoma. And that can create a painful lump that can take months to resolve. The other thing is when you keep pulling the hair, that traction can actually over time cause the hair to come out, but in a permanent way, it causes a type of hair loss called traction alopecia. And if it's not that extreme and you don't do it for a long time, certainly just traumatizing those follicles over and over can lead to a really annoying acne-like rash on your scalp too, which is called folliculitis. So definitely a lot of risks to doing this, especially if you're just doing it at home for entertainment. You're not even having a practitioner of this from Peru trying to work on you.
Find something more entertaining. I mean, to your point about hematomas, I've seen hematomas of the scalp. There's a very rich blood supply there. Boy, you get a big bleeder under that galea, over that galea for that matter. I mean, you may need an operation to evacuate that blood, and you're putting your hair as well at risk from the pressure of that hematoma. So let's just stop the popping, okay?
Absolutely, agreed.
I mean, scalp popping, pimple popping, you'd think that we've seen it all, right, Dr. B?
You would think.